all ready for your ladyship? Oh, no, Mum. I'll get that. You go and sit down. You do look after me well. Oh, the lovely Nick Knowles is in Chipping Campden today. Beautiful place. Oh, very chocolate box. They're doing up at an old railway station. Oh dear, I think I've seen that one. And somebody is looking for a holiday home on the Algarve. Do you know, I've never been to Portugal.
Me neither.
It says here that they're not very keen on hotels, apparently, so they were wondering if an apartment they can rent out might be a good idea. Oh, that might be quite interesting.
Riveting.
Oh, there's a Cary Grant film on later. You adore him, don't you?
He's very talented. Nice flair for comedy.
Well, we're in for a treat. It's a shame they don't have Strictly all the time. You must be getting withdrawal symptoms.
I'm not that bothered.
You used to do a bit when Dad was alive, didn't you? Weren't you a member of that tea dance group for a while?
The Senior Smoothies.
That was it.
The membership felt the title had more class than Waltzing Wrinklies.
Toothless tangoist.
Frank always called it Dirty Doddering. Kept wanting me to carry a watermelon. I like Strictly, of course. But I've just never felt that dancing was a spectator sport.
Yes, but, well, now you can't do it anymore.
Well, actually, there is something this Saturday.
What side?
No, in the real world. There's a competition here in Leatherbridge. Latin, ballroom. We could go along.
Oh, Mum, what a lovely idea. Let's leave it till the day, though, shall we? Just in case you don't feel up to it.
You all right, Mum?
I love you very much. You know that, don't you? You're Jack.
Of course. Of course we do.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Shh. Shush.
You better get ready. Go on, you're going to be late.
I am ready.
What's up?
Oh, it's horrible.
Whoa, slow down.
She's acting really upset and weird.
She changed her mind.
No, I think it's because she's actually made her mind up. She's afraid that we're going to think she doesn't love us.
What?
Well, I don't know, that we'll wonder if she could have done the same to us.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do?
Well, we need to make sure that she knows we're there for her.
No, I mean about Dad. If she's really made her mind up, then he has a right to know.
The right? This isn't some legal aid project.
Think about it. They could make it up if they think the same.
Fine, go ahead and tell him if that's what you're bothered about.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong, stop having a go.
I'm just trying to get them back together.
Oh, you just don't get it, do you?
just popping out for a few things. I won't be long. Oh, I'll get your pension while I'm at it. Save you the bother.
I'm perfectly capable of getting my own pension.
Honestly, Mum, it's fine. I like looking after you.
I know you do, darling.
See you later.
I'll give your regards to Chipping Sodbury.
Camden.
So Simon is at his mother's for now?
For good, from the way he was talking.
Well, a heads up would have been appreciated. Couldn't you have called me over the weekend?
Well, I thought it might blow over. I wanted to give him a chance to change his mind.
And it's been hard for you to say, I'm sure. A conversation you'd rather avoid, feeling responsible as you do.
How am I responsible?
Well, it's a bit of a bombshell anyway.
I don't know about bombshell. Surely we saw something like this coming.
Well, if you knew, don't you think you should tell us so we could talk him out of it?
I'm not saying I knew, but a decision like this is hardly surprising given the circumstances. Anyway, I couldn't have passed it on if he told me something in confidence.
Well, he must have said something in all your heart-to-hearts.
He said nothing about his future, and I respected that. I certainly didn't see my role as trying to talk him out of anything or into it.
No hint in all that soul-searching? No unguarded remark from you that planted the idea?
Absolutely nothing, and I rather resent what you're implying.
This is probably not helping.
It's all right, Julia. Of course, you're just trying to displace your own feelings of guilt at having let Simon down.
No.
That's perfectly natural. But his decision has nothing to do with me. I'm sure Simon and his psychiatrist will have discussed many options about his future.
Nevertheless, it's early days for Simon to be making such a huge decision, surely.
This contemporary house has been designed by a famed local architect and is outstanding throughout. It boasts 6 bedrooms, 6 reception rooms and private landscape gardens, all on the market.
Mum! Mum!
There's more in the pot. I thought you'd be back soon. Did you get what you wanted?
Yes, thanks. Well, I better stash it all away.
It's a relief you came back. I thought you might have run off to the Algarve with my pension.
Oh, honestly, Mum. There's no chance of that.
Well, time for my rest, I think.
Already? Well, I'll get you sleep.
No, I'm just tackling the stairs, not Ben Nevis.
You sure?
As much as we all want Simon to stay, we have to face the possibility that he might leave us and the profession altogether. It could actually be the best thing for him. And that has to be our prime consideration, doesn't it?
Well, obviously. No one's disputing that.
Of course, we all want what is best for Simon.
Heston?
Thanks.
Lunch in half an hour. Would Madam care to place an order at the bar? Mum, you okay? Mum, please. Can you hear me? Mum!
Sorry, I know you just got back, but there's another house call emergency by the sound of it.
I may have overreacted. I do hope I haven't wasted your time. It's just that this isn't a one-off, you see. Quite a few times recently, when I've gone to wake her from her nap, I've had no response. She says she's a heavy sleeper, but this time I really hammered. She's been needing a lie down more and more often. And a couple of times when she's woken up, she's been all out of breath. I thought it might be palpitations.
Mrs. Mackley.
Oh, why does she insist on locking it? I've asked her time and again. Can you break it down?
Mrs. Mackley.
I'm coming. Oh, it's Dr. Carter, isn't it? Sorry, I must have been out of the count. Anyway, panic over. As you can see, reports of my death were greatly exaggerated. I'm perfectly well.
Well, I beg to differ. Shall we, Oh, sorry, I thought this was off. Karen? Well, can't they just come in? Fine, I'll be there when I'm finished. Right then. Let's have a look. Well, you were right to call me in, Mrs. Harker. A number of symptoms do point to a heart episode. Cold and clammy, breathless, racing pulse. And your blood pressure's not what I would hope.
So Heston's not back yet?
You got called out again.
Oh, bless.
Oh, doesn't this take you back?
Mr. VJ?
Yes.
Tears before bedtime. They finally haven't got that.
If you'd like to come on through.
We'll do some more tests tomorrow. We can talk about diet, lifestyle and exercise. First sign of any chest pain or if the symptoms continue, call an ambulance.
Thank you, Dr. Carter. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I knew that there was something wrong. Anyway, she's in good hands now.
We'll know more tomorrow.
I can't tell you how grateful I am that she's living with me and I can keep an eye on her. If she was still on her own, I'd be worried sick. It's only been possible recently with my divorce.
Right.
But it's all worked out so well. I mean, it's marvellous that I can be company for her and, well, if there are any health issues, I'm on the spot to look after her.
Perfect. Encourage her to rest.
What's going on? How's your mum?
She's made her mind up. She's got an appointment booked next week.
Oh, that is good.
Kind of depends on how you look at it, doesn't it?
I was just worried that she was going to decide to keep it for some mad reason, even to spite me, which I won't put it past her.
Nice word. That's just the attitude that caused all this in the first place.
All I'm saying is that it's good news that she's seen sense at last.
That's not the way it feels to her. It's her hormones, isn't it? It's not even her instinct. It's physical stuff. Everything in her body is gearing up to care for this baby. It's a nurturing thing. And now she's torn, yeah?
Hey, I know she's going to be upset. I am not stupid. Which is why it's good I'm going to be there to support her.
You're assuming again. Never assume. Women don't like it.
Are they giving away psychology degrees with Happy Meals now? Don't you tell me about women, Sonny Jim. Especially your mother. I have known her a damn sight longer than you have, thank you very much. I know how to handle her. I think it's time to go around and have a talk.
Seriously, Dad, I'm not so sure. She's been acting really weird. Maybe you should just leave it a while.
Don't worry. Thanks for the information. I'll take it from here. Hey, 2 lasagna and chips.
Thanks very much for letting us know. Well, no, I'm not sure what his schedule is. Actually, would you mind holding a moment? Your mobile's been found, if that's what you're looking for.
Splendid. I've been looking for the damn thing all
For Marion Harker's.
Oh, no, not there. I mean, the mother wouldn't listen and the daughter wouldn't shut up. Could you possibly...
No, I couldn't.
All right, I'll go now, if it's convenient. Honestly, do you ever feel you muck up everything you touch?
Yes, Mrs. Harker. Thanks very much for holding.
Heston! Hang on a minute. What do you really think about Elaine's take on Simon?
I don't buy it. Walking away from your calling could never be the best thing for you.
I think it would be disastrous.
He's a doctor. Simple as that. Better one than me, probably, and certainly more sensitive.
Well, some people might say that he'd be better off in a different environment, you know, where the stakes aren't so high.
What, like Ruth? You were spot on there, and you are now. Follow your heart. Ignore the mollycoddlers and get him back on side.
Wow. Well, I wish Simon could hear you now.
Well, I'll probably put my hoof right back in it.
Why don't you have another try? You were his mentor.
Don't rub it in. He's not listening to me right now.
Just give it a bit of time. Be patient, see what happens.
Full moon rising. I fear I should salute. Shh, be so cheeky. I don't need to. You're being cheeky enough for both of us.
Get your hands off my bottom.
Oops. Doesn't even begin to cover it.
I did try to tell you it wasn't my heart, Doctor.
Yes, but you failed to mention that your symptoms were due to you sloping off at regular intervals to see your boyfriend.
I'm flattered.
You should be.
Mrs. Mackley, I'm all for a bit of fun and your decision to act your shoe size rather than your age, but don't you think you should come clean to Marion?
He's right, Brenda. You owe her that.
The you was plural and the question rhetorical. Now march!
He's very strict.
Oh, I like that in a doctor.
Give me strength.
I've been doing everything for you. Waiting on you, hand and foot. Cooking and cleaning and planning your day and arranging your vitamins and your eye drops. And you've just let me.
I never actually asked.
I've been worried sick.
I know. I'm sorry, my love. But I just miss senior smoothies so much since I came to live here.
I thought you gave all that up years ago. We agreed you weren't even going to do your stretch-exercise class in case it was too much. And here you are all the time you've been tripping the light fandango.
We didn't actually agree. You said it might be best, and I didn't like to upset you.
I thought you needed me.
Oh, I do. In many, many ways.
Well, doesn't look like it. Especially now you've found somebody else. It's indecent. Dad's only been gone 8 years. Oh, it all makes sense now, though. Why you've been all flushed and out of breath.
Steady on.
Marion, that's ridiculous.
You've been running rings around me. Laughing at me behind my back.
Oh, no, my love, never.
You lied to me.
I just didn't tell you the truth, and it got out of hand. Look, I'm not old, Marion. Well, yes, I am on paper, but I had all sorts of social stuff going on before I moved here. And there was this competition coming up that Ralph and I were going in for.
On Saturday.
On Saturday. I know you meant well, believe me. But I got stir crazy. I'm not used to staying in so much.
Nobody puts Brenda in a corner. Sorry.
And we did need to practice. I should have told you, but I couldn't bring myself to hurt your feelings for all the world, my darling. Not after what you'd been through. You needed me to need you.
There's nothing else in it, I assure you. My intentions are entirely honourable. No romance, no hanky-panky, no legacy hunting. Just friends.
Friends and dance partners.
I'm still besotted by my Ginny, you see. And Brenda's always going on about your father.
Of course, we still love them. But we also love life, and we love to dance.
Oh, don't we just?
Can I have my phone back now, please?
What's wrong with me? I'm older than my mother.
Nothing is wrong with you. Anyone might feel the same. Divorce can be overwhelming.
They say marriage breakup is as bad as bereavement.
Maybe it is. At least you've got happy memories of the ones that you've lost. I've been robbed of mine. I don't know what love is now. I'm not sure of anything in him.
No one expects you to. Grief, loss, and shock can be as devastating as any physical condition. It's all right to be where you're at. Don't judge yourself. And maybe sometime soon you'll be able to dip your toe back into the water of social activity.
He's perfectly right. There's only so many daytime repeats a person can watch. Be qualified to be personal assistant to Jessica Fletcher if it goes on much longer.
Bite-sized pieces and in your own time.
I know. Thank you.
A pleasure meeting you, Doctor.
Likewise.
I told you bow ties are cool. Doctor Who wears one.
Oh, right away.
Ah, wretched phone.
And don't forget you wanted to chat to me about exercise. Did you have any doctorly advice?
Yes, stairs rather than ladders, and that's an order.
So, when you were caught scaling the barbed wire, I assume you were on your way to a rehearsal.
Well...
Hadn't you better get going? I don't want you to embarrass me on Saturday.
You're coming? Splendid. We'll hold you to that. The official launch of your new social calendar.
You don't mind us rehearsing now? Well, why don't you come and watch?
Well, I'd love to sometime, but I've got to find my own thing, haven't I? I used to belong to an art club an age ago before I somehow turned into little wifey.
Of course, I remember. You were keen on watercolours.
I was. I am. Anyway, what are you still doing here? Off you pop. He wouldn't have given you maracas if he didn't intend you to shake them.
And from the size of your maracas, he must want you to shake them a lot.
Well?
Jack told me. About you deciding. That must have been very hard.
So now you've come to gloat?
No, of course not. I want to be supportive. I want you to know that I'm here for you.
Right. So now I've chosen what you want, now you're being supportive. If I decided to keep it as supportive, would you be? There you go. As long as everything's the way you want, it's all fine. Well, it isn't. Okay. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Amy said the boiler was playing up. Just let me have a look.
Don't bother, I'll take care of it, thanks.
Karen, please. I love you.
I don't know what that means anymore.
Karen! Oh, Karen, come on!
It's only going to stand there rotting, drop to bits.
It's been bought by their owners anyway.
Stay away from me or else.
Why would they buy the place if he was the one that did it?
To dance on Jay's grave.
I'm her sister, Emma Jane Potts.
Emma Jane, what is it?
I've walked out.
Shut your face or I'll tear you apart, I swear.
I'd rather be like you and not have to care about what I look like.
Missing